part of our team for our animation project. So very glad to have him here. John's here talking about his new book, A World Without Color. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask.
It is a transition of ease because I've been working as an actor in front of the camera for so long. And when you're working in front of the camera, you can't help but observe what's going on behind the camera. Mm-hmm. So to make this transition now at this point in my career, it's an easy one and one that I'm looking forward to. Mm-hmm. I've always been a collector of comic books, and I've always found the entertainment value and the educational value in comic books since I was a child. I was always easily influenced by the comic books I read. A World Without Color was written by myself, Dustin Warburton, and Lenny Kaye, illustrated by Lenny Kaye. So the illustrations are simple but eye-catching, and it's a very simple story. The premise is that Bleaksville is the town or the city that the story originates in, where everything is bleak, gray, dark, and dismal, until various characters get introduced by circumstances that bring color into it. And as more and more colored characters are introduced into the story and into Bleaksville, the whole scenario changes and becomes multicolored. So it's a simple premise, but it's effective. We had children reading it yesterday at the two school districts in New Jersey, and they get it. They get it, and they were enthusiastic about the book. So as it was written for them, and they were enthusiastic about it, that's all we can hope for. Well, myself and the other writers came up with the story the way writers come up with any stories out of their imagination. A turning point in my career is I started off as a kid who just wanted to become a cartoonist. And thanks to Charles, he's brought it all full circle.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So you're amazing, Paulie, you're amazing. And
This is Paulie, my manager.
Yes.
very good.
So Angie, you want to add?
Well, you know, ironically enough, I wanted to act before I started singing. I was a drama student, and like Jamie Foxx, we always tease about it. The other side came before the desire side. He wanted to sing, I wanted to act. He became an actor, and then later became a singer. And now, after me becoming a huge singer, acting started to play a big role. So I'm really passionate about it, and I'm so grateful that both Charles and Lisa gave me an opportunity to do animation, and I'm always, you know, singing, so I might as well use my voice for other things, so I'm one of the chicklets.
Yes.
And I've been talking with Charles and his company about doing more with my one-man show, Haley's Comet, which I've been producing and performing around the world for the last 20 some odd years. I'd be hard pressed to name a country that I have not performed Haley's Comet in, and I'll be performing Haley's Comet in New Jersey Friday, October 7th at the middle school in South Orange, New Jersey. So I'm hopeful that presenting the play Haley's Comet will influence all the children that are going to be attending, some of whom are high school students, to continue to write, which is a message that I try and get out to them, that all they need to pursue a career as writers is a pencil and a piece of paper. Anything else is just added blessings. We're talking to some people about television work, guest shots here, guest shots there. They have yet to be finalized, so I don't like to...
Dub it in French.
Oh, dub it in French,
Yeah,
yeah.
Right.
Absolutely. I say read everything you possibly can about every subject, because the more material you can put in your brain that's already been written, the better a writer you're going to be. Expose yourself to as many books as possible. And if you find books on a particular subject that you're in love with, read them. read every book you can get. That's the best advice I can give any aspiring writer. Read as much as possible. Hi, this is John Amos, and if you've been following my career, you know that I love to write, and one of my favorite things I love to write for is children. This is my latest children's book, A World Without Color.